lots of action before the break with 69 and Yaku Storm. Now let's go straight into the all-in action.
And straight into the all-in action. Two little girls for Anthony against Ace King of Eba, and the girls are holding on. Will Eba hit the Ace of the King on the turn? Anthony shouting hold. Still no Ace or King. One more card. Will it be on the river? Eba trying to look calm. Anthony shouts hold up, and his sixes are good. There's that cigar.
Ever present in the mouth of Deon Anthony.
Right, so that'll be the end of a very, very renowned and strong player. My good friend Ryan Eba will hit the rail, and Deon Anthony will like to see the back of Eba. Wow, the 69, I mean the 56, I mean the 77. Mustafas with a undersuited connector. So Sisu in great shape. Will this be the end of the road for Mutafas? Sisu looking very comfortable in this situation, as he should. King Queen 4, so Mutafas now needs runners.
Nick looking very relaxed in the corner with his very cool
That
shade.
will seal the deal. Mutafas cannot win this hand, and that will be the end of his All Africa Poker Tournament. Nick Sisu will add to what's already a very healthy stack.
You put the pork and cook, right? You put the pork and cook.
Nick blaming it all on everyone else at the table.
Stephen Brown, pair of twos, pair of red kings, Deon.
There's my boy Snowy Brown against Anthony with King. So Snowy Brown in deep, deep trouble. Wow, what a flop. They both flop sets, mind you. So Anthony will hit his King, Brown will hit his 2. So if the money wasn't going in pre-flop, there's no doubt it would have gone in on that flop. So one out for Brown, just a solitary 2. It's not going to be. And Deon, Tony Soprano have a cigar. Anthony will accumulate a little bit more.
I think I'd be a little bit scared to go into a hand with him. He does kind of look like a gangster.
Right, so Malario versus Bannister, and they both paired the ace. All the money went in. Bannister needs a 10, not to be, and Malario will knock off a player. So they're starting to drop now, Caitlin.
Well, eventually I think you get to the stage where you just have to push the money in and hope for the best. You can't sit and get blinded out for the tournament.
Right, so Ace King knocks off. Who's that good looking fella?
It's an awesome pink shirt you got there, Dave.
One thing about the All Africa Poker Room, Caitlin, you get very much like a cosmopolitan international feel. Anyway, all in action. Anthony,
Once
7,
again.
Stoltz, Ace 10. Anthony in the boxing ring again. And again he'll hold on with Queens full of 7. So Anthony is doing some serious damage out in the poker room.
Comes down 7-3-2. Check, he bets 15, pocket 20. Turn comes another 3, check again. Bets 15, pop him another 20. River comes
Joseph is
another
to 50,000 to go.
Pop him another 50,000, we're rolling 94.
Right, so we've just seen a few players get knocked off.
How not to get the alcohol pocket 7, 7's full of 3s.
And into the action of the feature table. Smokey Jones McGee.
Upsetting.
Tony Silver now with
Up to 6.5.
my favorite pair of
And he
sunglasses.
flips down the glasses, getting ready for act.
Yeah. Do not forget there's a change between the two. All depends on availability. Does anyone
So Silver's made it 6,500 with the ace-6 of diamonds.
It's international flight. So pay much more. Multiply more.
Robert K will let go of the little 8-7 offsuit, and it's all in Johnson, and here he goes again. Smith all in with ace queen.
About 8 people, so like 200 a person.
Kind of looks like he's only got one of 2 moves, either fold or all in.
Yeah, I think his stack is just so short. You know, obviously this footage is not every hand that we play in the feature room. It's just an edited highlight of what is a few hours of play. And obviously in the time that Smith doubles up, he lets go of a few blinds and antes, he gets short again, and then when he picks up a hand, it's basically, well, in goes the money.
Sam would be the same way.
All in call?
I don't know which way to look at Tony Silver, like his eyes are throwing me off. Should I look at his face, at the glasses,
It's
his
quite
hairstyle?
disconcerting.
Anyway, so Tony Silver looks like in the old days you used to get those bookmakers and those oaks in the background. They used to wear those sleeve bracelets counting the money. But I don't think he's going to be counting money here. He needs a 6 or running diamonds. Smith wants to hold on again. There's a, and the 8 will bring the straight. So what a great card for Silver. Any 8, any diamond, any 6. A 5 of clubs is not one of those, and Smith holds on and doubles up again.
Rob K feeling for a heartbeat there, just checking he's still alive, he hasn't had a heart attack.
And one thing about Tony Silver in this episode so far, he hasn't actually won a pot. He's been involved in quite a few, Caitlin, but to date he still hasn't raked in a pot. So I'm sure he's starting to feel the pressure somewhat. And interestingly as well, Darren Kramer is very, very quiet so far in this episode. He's a high action, highly aggressive player who likes to pick up free money and cheap money as often as possible by raising a lot. But so far in this episode he's been very, very calm and staying out of the action.
I think in this episode he's chosen to rather be in control of the table by telling
Up to 7,000.
That's every episode. Caitlin. Anyway, so Smith now with jacks. This time he doesn't move in, but he is in desperate shape because he has found for the first time a hand better than his own.
No, man, what is it?
Big bad bullets in the corner. Do I raise? Do I trap with a call? I think with all this action behind me,
Lefty.
probably a raise is the best play.
It's unfortunate that he walked into such a big hand. He has been getting a lot of his chips in the middle lately.
Yeah, he's done very, very well to keep doubling up and stay in the tournament, but Najar has picked up the absolute nuts, and with a raise and a re-raise, I don't think anybody else will get involved in this pot. If they do, they'd be in a very bad situation. Smith has already announced all in and it's already been called. So this could quite well be the end of Double Up Mackenzie Smith, because on this occasion he has got the lesser hand.
Well, the red light's on here in the All Africa Poker Studio. Smith hoping for a miracle.
And he thinks he better hope the Germans do arrive and blow this place up, because that's the only way he's going to survive.
Running diamonds.
Right, so Najar, Smith, aces, jacks. They've got all the suits available. Do 6 queen, 2 spades. So Smith now with a running spade option. It's that plus 1 of 2 jacks. Will it come on the turn? No, it's the 6 of diamonds, so that kills the spade options. Now it's just the jack.
You're fin, my friend, you're fin.
And the river brings a 7 of clubs, which is no help to Mr. Smith, unfortunately, and that is the end of his All Africa Poker Tournament.
Well, it was a great ride for our friend Double Up Jones. He went through many hands against Robert K and had the best of him every time, but eventually he walked into a monster, and on this occasion it was the opposite of a double up. It was Casey Jones.
Yes, turn their cards. I think someone's well here. Turn their cards before they called. No, man, remember that Russell Fagan against Jared Solomon? When Russell turned his cards, yes.
Well played, my friend, well played.
Right, so back to the feature table. We've lost another victim here. They seem to be dropping really fast. And it's a pair of 10s for the Storm in a Teacup.
I think maybe with that pipe he's trying to look more intelligent, like given the whole Sherlock Holmes thing going on.
It's fading dismally. So Yaku Storm with a pair of 10s, and over the top is Pastana. So he's just arrived at our table, and what a great time to pick up the big black cowboys.
Would it not have been better to maybe just re-raise a minimum raise to try and get some more money in the pot? Or
well, I think that with 39,000 out there, he hasn't obviously got a hell of a lot behind him. And Yaku Storm, if Yaku Storm feels like he's got ace king or ace queen, he might actually make the race call.
It's a race.
It's a race to the bedroom for you. That's the only race it is.
but if I lose this race,
Yeah, good. The only time you lost the race was when you were born Afrikaans.
21.
Robert K.
Quite possibly one of the best comments of the All Africa Poker Tournament so far.
Oh, 3 is 27, it's 54. I must put in 37%.
Trying very hard to do some maths in the corner.
Chance.
Call.
I don't want to.
Twice today.
Right, so Yaku Storm, after much mathematical calculation, eventually makes the call, convincing himself it's a race. Robert K gave you his interlude towards that.
Not a great race.
It's a very, very ugly race. Yaku Storm needs a 10.
Oh.
Ace, Queen 6. Oh no.
Now a jack.
So Yaku Storm will suck on his pipe and Pastana will face his brother on the rail. He doesn't want to
even look.
watch.
He's obviously seen the bad beats at All Africa before.
Nice answer.
It's an 8 of diamonds. It is a nice hand. Pastana will double up to 60.
Twice today with us.
Now
No, this is my
20
sixth-
into a pot of
Kings
55.
in this tournament. And I've made no money with it. And I've got credit twice.
Very relieved to have won a nice big pot there as Pastana.
That was my last argument. It could have had 8 or 9.